them all. I've been listening for a couple years now, like I said, and all your bogus calls you get, it all comes down to the mason jar. Now, I don't understand this. I've never heard the origin.
That's a good point.
That's a good
and
question.
Before we put you on hold, any other questions?
That's about it.
All right, fantastic, Clint. Well, this is all. Well, since we never do good radio,
Right.
And I to be fair to me, I attempt to do good radio about twice a month. Drew tries it about
Once a
tries
year?
about half a time a decade.
Yeah.
I would say.
Well, and I will shoot you down for trying to do good radio.
That's true too.
So.
Because this is true. People listen to the show, we're referring to something, and they don't know what the origin of it is. How long ago, Drew?
Probably 5 years ago, would you say?
5 years ago, a guy called in.
From Tucson,
Right.
who 3 or 4 times got through with these believable calls, had us completely going.
Right.
And at the end, the punchline was his girlfriend. He couldn't do whatever it was and couldn't get her to do whatever he was leading up to because she had an anus the size of a mason jar.
That's right.
And it got to the point where this guy had a very unique voice, and I could identify his voice the moment he came on.
Drew is amazing. Yeah. Much like one of those dogs that can sniff out weed at the airport. Not good for much else, but amazing gift in that department.
Right.
Because I just hear the sound of my own voice echoing in my head, don't even know what anyone else's voice sounds like. As a matter of fact, when people talk to me, I hear it in my voice, even chicks. It's as if my whole life is being dubbed in by me.
Oh, that's good.
I looped my whole life back to me.
It's Malkovich. Carolla.
Yeah, but Drew has a very keen sense for this, and to his credit, recognized the guy's voice a couple of times.
So we started busting him.
We start busting him, and then it's unclear at this point whether he then got other people to call in and do it because his voice was recognizable, which seems to make sense. And then eventually, once something catches on, if it's good enough, like anus the size of a mason jar, then it sweeps the nation.
Who could resist?
It's like the Macarena.
So it became sort of, I think, some sort of challenge that everyone, and people were picking up the baton, not even understanding what the history was or what they were doing.
Unacceptable. That's right. And I would further say this, that statement became the representation of a bogus call on this show.
If they were going to blow their cover or identify themselves as bogus.
That's the way you would do it.